good company. Coming up next, the final of the under 60 kilo category. Romain VALADIER PICARD of France goes up against Nagayama Ryuju of Japan. It'll be VALADIER PICARD in the white judogi, Nagayama in blue. Let's take a look and see how we got there. Carlino, Sufiev, Fechko were downed by VALADIER PICARD on his route. This is his win against Carlino. Quite a lot of it done on the ground. VALADIER PICARD is superb in Newas, absolutely loves it. See, he's got some throwing skills as well. Fechko was on the end of this one. He got past Bliev in the semi-final. He was thinking about his own Kouki there. And then Nagayama, Yusifov, Podratsky, and this was against Yusifov. I think that was that bit of luck that he had in the beginning.
Absolutely. I mean, it was one of those where he just looked on the back foot and just managed to pull it out of the bag on several occasions. It didn't look as if it might happen for him, but it was one of those where it turned the tide.
Started getting better. That was against Shamsuddin. And a semi-final against Michel Augusto.
Yeah, a good Sumiotoshi movement there with the hands for Nagayama, put him in this gold medal match.
The referee in the middle for this one is Orlando Cruz of the Dominican Republic.
And now, let's welcome the finalists. In the white judo representing France, 2025 Paris Masters gold medalist.
The gold medal winner from the Paris Grand Slam earlier this year, Romain VALADIER PICARD, and he was the one who told us, Neil, if you remember.
I'm going to make it. He said, well, he said, didn't he, to us? He said, I want to get out there and compete in the Paris tournament. Then he got a bronze medal a year later. He won the Paris tournament this year. He's in the final of the World Championship. It's not a bad year, is it, for him?
No, and I feel slightly embarrassed that we were interviewing someone who not, you know, made us eat humble pie or anything like that, but he just kind of knew what was going to happen, and we didn't. Here comes Nagayama. He's grown his hair a bit, isn't he?
Well, Nagayama, I think, you know, he's had so much pressure on, you could see it absolutely weighing down on his shoulders. Even his supporters were weighed down with pressure. You know, they're thinking, is it going to happen? But he's here. And, you know, this contest could be totally different for him. He'll have to be sharper than he was during the day, I have to say, because this man here is on a mission.
Not since the long past days of Thierry Ray of France. France won the
1979, and I was there
60s.
when he did that. Yeah, absolutely. He came out, blasted his way there, Terry did, and led the way for a lot of us, really. We all went, oh, well, if you can do it early, we can.
What a guy.
Yeah.
They've been searching for a winner ever since.
Well, they got one here. Win or lose this match, I mean, he's there. And he likes his newaza. That's where I would go. You know, like you said before, he doesn't mind going down there, does he?
Nagayama was up and out of there.
I always used to think that he still looked like a junior for a lot of the time. You know, he does the Seoinage, and but he's matured over the last few performances that I've seen, and certainly with his approach to the competition as well. And I'm talking about VALADIER PICARD.
Yes.
Great Ebenuma, three-time world champion there, and in your corner. Can't be bad. Nagayama knows he's got a lot to live up to. He's never won a global competition. Won the Masters. I think he was 3 times a winner of the Masters. He's never won a world or an Olympic title. Oh, that wasn't far off. Ooh, change of direction there. Wow. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? You know, and Nagayama just felt that there. He was tipping over. Came in left, and then it goes on to the right, Seoinage from it.
Even in the tipping over, once VALADIER PICARD had changed directions, Nagayama was still thinking about taking him over, but he was off balance.
Yes, he was. He's going to go again.
And he's up and out quickly, isn't he? He's not getting involved in any newaza, Nagayama.
No, he doesn't fancy his chances down there with him, Nagayama. And I think he'll have an opportunity at some stage to kind of follow it through. That went off the floor.
That was off the ground, yeah.
If he'd have been coming up, it would have been different. If he'd have started to come up, to stand up. But the fact that he was actually on his hands and knees meant no score. First the left, now he's going to go right. Met twice before, and Nagayama the winner on both occasions. So, oh, that's it, it's going to score. Is that an ippon? That is an ippon. I think that might just be. I thought he went flat, but I mean, he gets the Wazari, and now PICARD's on the arm. Are they going to have a look at it? Here it is.
Yep, we can have a look.
Wazari given, and so now...
A minute left to go.
Yes, and VALADIER PICARD then is going to really take it to him now. Nagayama with one Shido on the board.
Now Nagayama perfectly willing to get involved on the ground as the time ticks away.
Yes, Nagayama. Is he set for his first global title? Yes, a good one. Oh, yes, it's going to be it. Wazari Rossetti upon, and Nagayama has done it. He's the new world champion. And look at this, look. He's not jumping up and down in the air, is he? Because he knows that he's had a hard day of it. It's a hard day at the office. The cuts on his face kind of show it. And he really has had to knuckle in a couple of times to come through to this position. Nagayama has at last, well, won that global title that eluded him.
Ladies and gentlemen, gold medalist and 2025 world champion for the men's under 60 kilogram category.
How cool, calm and collected is that?
Yeah, they've both taken it well. Nagayama in winning, and Romain VALADIER PICARD in defeat.
Well, I'm sure that he would have rather have gone through every single match like that, but he'll settle for the way it's worked his way out. it's been a hard day. He went down opening seconds of his first match, had to really dig in to pull that back. To say that the gods were on his side today is an understatement, but they were, and in the end, that's the way it is. Judo's like that. Sometimes you can win every match by Ippon up to the final and lose the final. Sometimes you can start off slow, come out, and you win the final. It's about winning the contest sometimes.
Nagayama just signed the camera lens, didn't he?
I think he did.
Aren't those really expensive?
Yeah, better get a new one by tomorrow.
I hope it's not one of those really expensive ones. Anyway, there's one of the techniques. He scored twice, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he went off the Sodi sleeves, didn't he? But it's everything going downwards there. So a variation of Siatoshi right the way down there. Two huge ones. And in the end, well, Maruyama threw left and right. There's the second was Awazeki Ippon. Always a mistake to try and ride it out. Look at him create the space. Creates that little bit of space right the way through there. Look at the pull on the arm there. It starts with the hands and it finishes with the hands. Two gold medal presentations still to happen. So don't go away, stay with us, because we've also got golden score that's going to come directly afterwards, and Sheldon will be